There are very few, and they are far in between, that actually have the ability to fight at the highest level and at the same time reach their full potential. Today, what we're going to do is get exactly into what it takes to get to that status and obtain the trophies that come along with it. And today we will break down Gervonta Tank Davis versus Yuriorkis Gamboa. But before we get started, I'd like to introduce myself. For those of you who have never watched this channel, shame on you. My name is Eric A. Bradley, aka The Real Fight Doctor. And there is no other on this level. Now back to the topic at hand. We're gonna break down one of the things that really has been a curious thing with the fight game and the fans that follow, which is some of the things that these styles and techniques that these guys use. Today, what we're gonna do is show you a couple of very good, insightful techniques that Gervonta Davis was using against Yuriorkis Gamboa. What little wrinkles he's added, what little wrinkle he fixed during the fight, and it's about to really hit the ceiling fan. Let's get it popping. First, we're gonna see he's working out of the shell. He's mastering the science of hiding the uppercut. Now, as you see right here, he's disguised the double jab. Hide the uppercut, punish your opponent. Now that is what you call old school techniques. Let's see it again. Very hard shot. You don't see it coming, and down goes Frazier. Now the next technique you're gonna see comes from the Philly shell defense, and it's very effective. We're gonna watch him as he uses the elbow to space. This allows you to create enough space to find open shots and set them up for counters. Now the next technique you're gonna see is something that we use in the Philly shell defense. It's called using your elbows to block. Check it out as Tank uses his elbows to defend. It's good technique. The Philly shell posture offers you masterful defensive moments and sets you up for great counterpunch techniques. This is the Philly shell posture, great for counterpunching. Now next, what we're gonna do is exploit that little tactical flaw that Tank showed last night. Now, when you're learning these skill sets, even at the highest level, this is for the titles, this is for the gold, you still have to note that you're continually learning. And I always tell you guys, do not be pretending to learn this stuff off of YouTube. You have to really understand that this is tough as you go up levels. So check him out as he has a tactical flaw. He blocks with the 2 and the 3 and needs to do a crouch right here. Let's check it out. Yuriorkis throws the offense and boom, boom, bam. There, what he needed to do was crouch to elude the shot coming. That's what you'll learn as you get more groomed, and we teach that in our Philly shell clinic. Rolling shoulder, all of those things come with a lot of rules. So on to the next. Now in this section, what he's done is he's shown the ability to block the 2 and the 3 points that we teach you also in the Philly shell download. Our objective is to make sure that you cover all points, all 7 points. He's showing you here that he's executing the first 2. Here he's catching it on the shoulder and rolling the second one. That's blocking the 2 and the 3. He's mastering that science. The next technique you're going to see is what we call the step jab. We teach you that in our punch pad for pros. This is where you learn to improve the power on your punch. So it's called a step jab. So check him out with this. He leans all his weight into the punch, boom, sort of shotgun-like, does a lot of damage. That's when you're doing the hurting, the impactful punching. You're trying to put that hurt on his body. You're trying to let him know you're there for real. I love this stuff, but it takes a unique science and an immense amount of teaching to master this skill set. Now here, Tank makes that correction using his rolling shoulder with his Philly shell, he's able to elude by adding the crouch. Check it out. See how he allows Yuriorkis Gamboa to throw his shots, and then he crouches beautifully. This is good stuff, man. Now what you're gonna see is how he uses the ring to position himself inside of the shell to stab the shot to the body, which takes the gas out of the solar plexus. Check it out right here. Beautiful execution, and it zaps the body, takes the power out of the trunk, and it's absolutely painful at the same time, can shut the nervous system down. Now, another thing that we teach in the Philly shell is elbow spacing, creating space so you can work, keeping the other guy from having a good offensive attack on you. Let's see what it looks like, his elbow spacing technique. Tank is developing. Good, as you see, Yuriorkis Gamboa can't control him. He's controlling Yuriorkis Gamboa, even though Yuriorkis is doing the clinch. That's what we call masterful boxing. Now what you're gonna see is Tank transition high guard to Philly shell to create a very impactful offensive explosion. See? Now what you're gonna see is Tank go into what we call the high guard, transitioning into the shell and high guard, parrying shots, setting them up for the counter. Now once you see him break him, he sets him up for the counter right there and stabs him with the shot. Very good. Now what you're gonna see now, this technique here that we use on offense is the down jab. Now Tank's gonna execute it, crush him, and stab right through his bone structure with this shot. You'll see how it impacts Yuriorkis Gamboa's stamina, his stabilization. He's breaking down his fortress. Check it out. Boom! And now he's gonna counter using elbow spacing for the finish. Boom, boom. Beautiful work right here. And that's it, man. A masterful night of boxing, even though he showed that he was not prepared in that fight, coming in there fully conditioned. When you have such great talent, what comes with it is great responsibility. So continue to stay focused, Tank, and make sure that the conditioning, the lifestyle goes with it. You can make weight. You can be one of the greater fighters of all time. That's all we got for right now. Continue to follow us. Make sure you subscribe, like Master Boxing. Continue to follow us at Master Boxing across the board. The Real Fight Doctor, I'm signing out. Be blessed at Godspeed. Boom, boom, Philly shell posture. Learn more about boxing. We got you covered in the School of Boxing. Peace.